Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Dick Wyn, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Overdrop, which is my choice for a replacement weather app when the Dark Sky app for Android shuts down on August 1st. In case you're not aware, earlier this year, Apple acquired the weather app Dark Sky, and alongside the acquisition came the dreaded news that the Android application and the API will be shut down. The Android app was initially scheduled to be deactivated on July 1st, but in the last minute, Dark Sky extended that date by 1 month to August 1st. The API, on the other hand, is expected to be active up until the end of 2021. In preparation of Dark Sky's Android app deactivation, I've been looking for an alternative weather app that is both functionally similar and matches the clean aesthetics of the Dark Sky app. Since the Apple acquisition, I have read through a lot of articles to find several suitable candidates, and eventually I settled with Overdrop, which is a hyperlocal weather app that pulls in weather data from the Dark Sky API. It's available for both iOS and Android. I've been using the free ad-supported version of the app for a few months now, but I have recently paid the $3.99 for a 1-year subscription to the Pro version, which removes ads and adds additional customization options for the application. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at Overdrop for Android. First up for this review, I'm going to be talking about some differences between Overdrop and Dark Sky. Personally, it feels really hard for me not to talk about Dark Sky in this review of Overdrop, as I have been using Dark Sky as my primary weather app for close to 3 years now, and I'm partially attached to how weather data is being laid out in Dark Sky. I think the biggest visual difference between Overdrop and Dark Sky is that Overdrop displays the 24-hour data forecast horizontally versus how Dark Sky displays data in a vertical manner. And unlike Dark Sky, which displays the 24-hour forecast for a wide range of weather details such as humidity, dew point, and UV index, Overdrop only displays the 24-hour forecast for temperature, wind, and rain. In addition to that, the methodology towards push notifications are drastically different between the two applications. Dark Sky on one hand focuses on customizable notifications that bring awareness to certain weather details such as increases in UV index, probability for high precipitation, and government-issued alerts, whereas Overdrop focuses on a persistent weather notification on the drop-down menu. Yeah, one thing that I'm definitely going to be missing about Dark Sky is the umbrella reminder notification, which sends me a push notification during my mornings when the probability for rain goes above 25%. This is extremely handy for me here in Phoenix, as the rain here is a little bit unpredictable at times. Another thing that's different with Overdrop when comparing it with Dark Sky is that it is harder to switch between forecasts for different locations. To view another location's weather forecast on Overdrop, I'll need to click on the search button that's on the top right corner of the application and select the location I want to switch to, versus how I would do it on Dark Sky, which is just to simply swipe left or right to switch between forecasts of different locations. And the last major difference, and possibly the most important difference between the two applications, is their pricing strategy. Unlike Dark Sky, which employs a premium pricing model where you need to pay to use the application, and in the case of the Android application, it's an annual subscription fee that costs $3.99, Overdrop, on the other hand, employs a freemium model which allows users to download the app for free. If they really like the application, they can pay the monthly, yearly, or lifetime subscription fee to get the full Overdrop experience, which includes features like an ad-free interface and additional widgets, just to name a few. At this point of the video, it might sound like I'm listing a bunch of shortcomings of Overdrop, but just keep in mind here that there's no right or wrong when it comes to a design of an application. For example, in my day job as a software engineer, where I primarily work on the UI side of things, I sometimes come across questionable UI designs that are a little odd and unintuitive to me. These questionable UI designs are oftentimes intentional because it was designed for a different workflow or a different user base that I'm not familiar with. So the point I'm trying to make here is that, as I said earlier, I've been using the Dark Sky app for a very long time now, and I've gotten so used to their user interface that I just feel a little bit displaced on how other weather apps like Overdrop are handling certain aspects of a weather app, like how to switch between the weather forecasts of different locations. In terms of what I like about Overdrop, the first thing is that the app plugs in data from the Dark Sky API, which means that I'll continue to get the same and great hyperlocal weather forecast that I got with the Dark Sky app. And the best part is that the data from the Dark Sky API is included within the free application, so you don't need to upgrade to the Pro version to view that weather data. The next thing I like about Overdrop, and probably the deciding factor for me when it came to choosing a replacement app for dark sky, is the overall design of the application. I have to say this, I'm a sucker for beautifully crafted applications, and Overdrop in my opinion has some great aesthetics. Look at how the icons, text and hourly forecast chart is laid out in the app. There's just a right amount of spacing between the items that prevent the app from looking cramped, which is one of the issues that I had with other weather app candidates that I was testing. Adding to that, the interface as a whole is super simple and easy to navigate. Everything is clearly presented. Likewise, small things like the gentle animation of the weather alert icon, or how the header animation animates rain whenever it's raining outside, or even how the back button icon gets updated to match a particular theme. These small things show that the developer didn't just regard the design of the application as an afterthought. Another thing that I absolutely love about this application is the selection of widgets that it brings to the table. If you watch my What's on my Android phone video that I uploaded earlier this year, you know that I use the dark sky timeline weather widget on my home screen. And with Overdrop, there's a pretty big selection of widgets to choose from, and the best part is that just like the application's interface itself, the widgets that are included are well designed and features clean aesthetics. And as an added bonus, there's even widgets for non-weather related things like this widget that shows your battery percentage. Do keep in mind that some of the widgets do require you to upgrade to the pro version of the application. Before I jump into the conclusion of this review, I'd like to take some time to talk about my wish list of improvements for Overdrop. The first thing I'd like to see improved is the ability to automatically switch to another theme after sunset, so that I can choose a light theme during the day and choose a dark theme at night. Another thing is that I wish that there is an automatic current location weather forecast, so that if I travel to another city or country, the forecast will update accordingly without the need for me to manually search for that location. Furthermore, as much as I love the aesthetics of the widgets that come with Overdrop, I wish that the widgets themselves can be independently configured to a certain location rather than being tied to what location's forecast that I was last viewing in the app. And the last suggestion / improvement that I hope to see in a future update is the ability to zoom in more closely into the map view. Currently, the map view only allows you to zoom to a bird's eye view, which is not very useful in my experience. Alright, it's conclusion time now. Overdrop in my opinion includes a lot of thoughtful design choices and is overall a very pleasant experience to use. While using the app over the last few months, I have never yet stumbled upon any major issues such as battery draining or app crashes, so that's a pretty good thing to know. For me, where Overdrop lacks in some data that the dark sky app prominently displays, the app makes it up with great aesthetics. But bottom line, if you're on Android and you have previously used dark sky, this is an excellent alternative to choose from. You can always just download the free version on the Play Store and just give it a test drive, and if you like it, you can upgrade to the Pro version. For me, I'll be sticking with the Pro version of Overdrop, which will cost me $3.99 for the annual subscription, but it's practically free for me as I'll be getting a refund of $3.99 for my dark sky subscription, as I'm still actively subscribed to dark sky through September 2020. So that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and found this review useful or interesting. I'll be leaving links to download Overdrop down in the description box below. It's available for both iOS and Android, so feel free to check it out if you're interested. And let me know down in the comments, what is your primary weather application? Last but not least, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, everyone stay safe, stay at home, and I will catch you in the next video.